Hi, Dr. Tanya English here. And we've all been there. We've all felt overwhelmed, frustrated, annoyed at little things, really having our buttons pushed so easily, like we can't really see that that's a problem because we're so in it. You've had that feeling, right? I know I have. And it happens for a lot of people. And the reason why it happens is because we have something under the surface that's keeping us from being present, and it's keeping us from doing what we want to do, what we know we want to do. So we say, I'm overwhelmed. We don't take things one step at a time. We keep looking at the big picture and thinking that's too much. I can't handle that. And what happens is we get frustrated and annoyed with ourselves, and that spills over to other people too. Just like when you have compassion for yourself, that spills over to other people. When you have this overwhelm, frustration, and annoyance, anger under the surface, and you don't address it, it causes problems. So I want to show you today. I think what I'd like to do is teach you about why this happens, but I want to do something about it today too. So if you can stick around for a little bit, I'm going to walk you through how you can start to release that and why I do what I do. Because when we are feeling peaceful inside, when we're not preying on ourselves with fear, that's PREY, praying, like we're some kind of animal that needs to be put down over and over again, that is not a way to get yourself to move forward. Hitting yourself with a stick is not going to help. And it hasn't helped, and it's never worked. If you're honest with yourself, making yourself feel bad doesn't really make you move forward. So I want to just remind you that there are other ways that you can do that. The reason why it doesn't work is because when you're stuck in fight or flight response, which is anything that's related to fear, and it doesn't matter if it's fear of succeeding or fear of failure or fear of what other people are going to think, or fear, it doesn't matter what the fear is. What matters is that you deal with the fear. So it could be fear of anything. It could be fear of what people are going to think. It could be fear of if I do this, then I'll have to do more. Fear of more responsibility. All of those things will work on us so that we can't move forward. And that's because fear is not a great motivator. We have to dial down the fear because your body's in fight or flight response when you're in fear. When you're in fight or flight response, your body is not going to have good ideas. It's not going to take steps to move forward. It doesn't want to upset the apple cart because change is dangerous. And that means that something is going to have to be let go. And that's where the fear comes in. So when I'm talking to people about forgiveness and I get a face like this, oh, forgiveness. And I think, why are you making that face? And they say, well, that's so hard. Well, it doesn't have to be hard. It could be pretty simple. That's why we're doing the forgiveness master classes that we were doing this year. Because you need to learn how to forgive yourself first. You need to forgive other people. They don't really care if you forgive them or not, usually. They're already onto their life. And what happens is we keep holding this grudge against ourselves, and it's not conducive to moving forward. It also keeps us in overwhelm because we have this thing that we have to keep going back to. You can't forgive and forget. You can't forget because you have to remember what it was that you're supposed to forget. So you can't forget. So just forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive the others involved, let them forgive you energetically. You don't have to go to them and say, will you forgive me? You can do it energetically and see yourself receiving forgiveness, see yourself giving forgiveness to others and yourself. And then finding out, why did I let this happen in my life? What's the lesson for me here? What am I learning from this? And that's because if you want to, you can believe that everything is happening for you and not to you. Everything is happening for you so you can learn, not to you as a punishment. So think about that a little bit. Of course, there are things that are you feel like are totally out of your control, but they're still happening so that you can learn something. You can stay in victimhood, and that's a dangerous place to stay because it works on you and it makes you weak, makes your body weak. Because when you're in fight or flight response, your immune system shuts down, your digestion shuts down, you can't have good thoughts. In other words, you don't have creative ideas. You can't be creative in fight or flight response. It's very difficult. And so we need to get you out of fight or flight response. So I want to do a tapping with you today. That's emotional freedom technique. I want to do this tapping with you today. So if you can just follow along, you can say what I say, do what I do. If you need to change the words because they don't quite fit you, go ahead and change the words. You're not going to screw it up. You can't do this wrong, okay? You can only do it long, and that's okay. And repetition here is really good. So if I say something and you're like, ooh, that really got me, just repeat it and do it some more. So we're going to start with our eyebrow point. I'm going to move my glasses out of the way. Start with the eyebrow point. I don't want to do this. We're talking about overwhelm, something that you really don't want to do, but you know you need to, or it would be good for you to do it, but you can't make yourself do it. I don't want to do this. Go to the side of the eye. I'd rather put it off. Under the eye. There's too much to do. Under the nose. As soon as I get it done, under the lips, there are more things to do. Under the collarbone. The more I get done, under the arm, the busier I get. Top of the head. And I don't want to be busier. Eyebrow. I don't want to get that big task done. Side of the eye, because I'll have even more to do. Under the eye. Then I'll have more pressure. Under the nose. I don't want to get it done. Under the lips. I can't get it done. Under the collarbone. I don't want to get it done. Under the arm. There's too much for me to do. Top of the head. There's too much pressure. Eyebrow again. I can feel it. It's welling up inside me. Side of the eye. And I don't want to get it done. I'm scared of having more things to do. Under the nose. When I think about my to-do list, under the lips, I get anxious and scared. Under the collarbone. When I think about my to-do list, under the arm, it feels impossible and I'm overwhelmed. Top of the head. When I think about my to-do list, eyebrow, I feel panic in my body. Side of the eye. When I think about my to-do list, under the eye, I never even wrote a to-do list. It's just all in my head. Under the nose. I'm keeping all of this in my head, and it's too much. Under the lips. All this panic in my body. I don't want to do it. Collarbone. Under the arm. I'd rather watch TV. Top of the head. I'd rather go for a walk. Eyebrows. I need to clean. I need to clean the kitchen. Eyebrows. I want to do email. Yeah. Under the eye. I'd rather play a game on my phone. Under the nose. This to-do list. Under the lips. All this stress around it. Under the collarbone. I'm releasing it now. Under the arm. I'm releasing the steps and the stress. Top of the head. I'm releasing all the steps to do my to-do list that's in my head. Eyebrows. I'm ready to write it down. Side of the eye. I'm ready to write it down. Under the eye. I'm ready to write my to-do list down on paper. Under the nose. I'll get it done when I get it done. Under the lips, and that's okay. Under the collarbone. I don't have to do everything on the list right now. under the arm. I certainly can't do it all at once. Top of the head. Even though part of me wants to do this, eyebrow, even though part of me wants my whole to-do list to be done, side of the eye, I take it one step at a time, under the eye, and I'm starting to enjoy it, under the nose. Every time I have a little victory, just writing it down is a victory, under the lips. Every little accomplishment, under the collarbone, I'm starting to enjoy it, under the arm, all these challenges, top of the head. I know I can do this. Eyebrow. I know I can handle this. Side of the eye. I know what I'm doing. Under the eye. And I can have fun doing whatever I'm doing. Under the nose. I can decide to have more fun. Under the lips. I can answer annoying emails and have fun. Under the collarbone. I can do all of these things. Under the arm. They're easy things to do. Top of the head. And I don't have to do all of them today, right now. Eyebrow. One step at a time. Side of the eye. Start having fun. I choose to make it a game to see how many I can do in 10 minutes. Under the nose. I celebrate my victories. Under the lips. I give myself a reward. Under the collarbone. I'm so grateful to be moving forward with my to-do list. Take a deep breath. So that's some of the things that you can do when you're really, allowing yourself to move forward. And actually the tapping that we're doing, emotional freedom technique, EFT, is changing your energy while you're doing it. So even if you're talking about all the negatives and you're tapping while you're talking about, this is so stupid, I can't believe I have to do this, why did I wait so long, I really procrastinated because I didn't want to do this, and you're tapping while you're doing that. We're tapping on acupuncture points. All of these are acupuncture points, and it changes the way the energy is moving through your body, and it changes your state of being. And that's how fast it can be. You don't have to agonize over it. And if it happens in the middle of the night where you wake up and you feel like you have to do something, you can also tap then. I don't need to be awake right now. This is not a time for me to get up and do things. I can just rest here and sleep and get deep restorative sleep, deep REM sleep. My body knows how to sleep. This is not the time to get up and do things. There's nothing for me to do right now. Tap with me. I can stay in bed and sleep. Get rejuvenating, relaxing, deep REM sleep. You can do this for anything. You can do it with the negative feelings that you have. And as you're doing the tapping and you're naming your feelings, you're going to feel the things shift. You're going to feel that energy shift. And you'll say, I'm ready to do emails. Or I'm ready to do something. What's next on my list? I'll give myself 10 minutes and see what I can get done. Oh, that was cool. I could get this much done in 10 minutes. Now I can do another 10 minutes. So give yourself a chance to let yourself really understand that you don't have to stay stuck in your stuff. You can move through it. It's so much easier than we think. We think we build it all up and we make ourselves feel terrible about it, and it happens. And then we realize, I don't have to feel this way. You don't have to feel this way. You can allow yourself to take a new thought in and tap on it too. So if you're having negative feelings, if you're having negative thoughts, just remember it's a signal. It's not a crime. It's a signal to do something different. Do the tapping on the feelings that you're having, the negative feelings you're having. Tap on those. I feel terrible. I feel like I'm filled with shame. I'm not very smart. I feel stupid. All of these things that you can tap on and let yourself feel the change happen. And you can always end with this. And I acknowledge my feelings. I own my feelings. I honor my feelings. Because your feelings are the way that you experience the world. Now, many people in this culture and other cultures have been taught to submerge their feelings, push them down, don't share them, don't tell anybody, don't express them. And what happens when you do that is your body will have a different way for it to come out, and it won't be pleasant. That's how dis-ease starts. So acknowledge, own, honor your feelings as a signal that you need to do something different. You need to take a different tack and allow yourself to bring in some more fun, some more joy, some more love into your life, because you deserve it. You're a divine expression of unconditional love, and you deserve to be here, and you deserve all good things. It's here for you. Now, if you want more assistance with this, you can contact me and do a Claim Your Power Clarity call and allow yourself to just sit with this, and we'll talk about what needs to happen for you to move forward. There's also an intuitive energy scan that you can start with, where I look at your chakra system, your energy centers, and find where these things are blocked and where they're compromised, where things aren't moving the way they need to. And it comes up usually with a story about you that makes sense to you and only you, because you felt these things, but you've never heard them actually spoken about. So that happens when we do the intuitive energy scan. And beyond that, there is, if you don't want to talk to me and you're not ready to do that, I understand. I have a gift for you that's called the 7 Lessons I Learned from My Greatest Heartbreak. And it's very helpful to be able to see how you can find lessons in what's really going on in your life that has you stuck. So feel free to access any of those. I'll put the links here, and have a blessed day. Let's close with a prayer. Take a deep breath in. Imagine that you're breathing up into love, light, source energy, up into the center of the universe, wherever that is. And as you exhale, let that energy come back down through all layers, all levels, down through all the chakras, through the center of your body, down through your feet, down into the core of the earth. As I say these words in the I am for everyone listening. God is all there is. Love is all there is. Light, life, and source energy is all there is. And I recognize right here and right now that I am one with God, love, light, life, and source energy. I'm never, ever separated from this energy. If I feel separated, I know it's a false feeling, because this energy is in every cell, molecule, and atom, and all the space in between. And I just breathe in inspiration and exhale gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for each and every one of you that are watching this or that will watch this. Thank you for all the people that come into my life to help me share my gifts with others, and for all of those who are appreciating those gifts. And thank you, guides, guardian angels, spirit helpers, those here on the physical plane, even those friction-full relationships. Thank you, because I'm learning so much, and I'm here to learn, and I'm grateful to learn. And I authorize my subconscious to let it be so, to dissolve any constrictions or contractions keeping me from my highest good. I say that it's so, and I let it go, knowing that it's already done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. And as I said before, have a blessed day. You know you can do it. Just let it happen.